The Yakovlev Yak-23, often remembered as one of the traditional jet fighters of the early Cold War, remains a fascinating symbol of aviation evolution. Welcome to my channel, where today we take a deep dive into the 2026 look back and review of the Yak-23, exploring its exterior, performance, and a brief glimpse into its cockpit interior. This aircraft may have first taken to the skies decades ago, but its story, design, and engineering continue to captivate aviation fans around the world. The Yak-23 was designed in the late 1940s by the Yakovlev Design Bureau as part of the Soviet Union's push to enter the jet age. Despite being overshadowed by later fighters like the MiG-15, the Yak-23 held its own in terms of simplicity, agility, and compact design. Looking at it from the outside, the Yak-23 carries that unmistakable early jet fighter charm, sleek, minimal, and functional. The overall fuselage is narrow and aerodynamic, built primarily around a single engine that defines the aircraft's shape. In 2026 restorations and modern digital recreations, the Yak-23's polished metal exterior gleams with a timeless military allure, often painted in deep blue or silver schemes that bring out its contours in stunning detail. Examining the front profile, the large nose intake is the aircraft's most distinctive feature. It dominates the forward section, feeding air directly into the centrally mounted engine. The intake design not only looks purposeful but gives the Yak-23 a sense of raw power. Even when parked on the tarmac, the canopy sits high, offering excellent visibility for the pilot, a key advantage during low-altitude maneuvers and dogfights. The slightly raised cockpit blends smoothly into the tail section, maintaining aerodynamic efficiency. The landing gear is simple yet sturdy, designed for quick deployment from rough or improvised airfields. The compact wings, slightly swept, were optimized for stability and agility at low to medium speeds, which was typical for early jet fighters. Moving toward the rear, the single tail fin and horizontal stabilizers carried that signature Soviet fighter look, straightforward, durable, and effective. The exhaust nozzle, though modest in size compared to later jets, delivered impressive thrust for its era. Every rivet and panel line on the Yak-23 tells a story of hand-built craftsmanship, a time when metal was shaped more by skill than automation. Even today, rush toward Yak-23s at air shows or museums capture attention not because of their size or weaponry, but because of their sleek simplicity and historical value. Now let's talk about performance. The Yak-23 was powered by a single-rode 500 turbojet engine, a Soviet copy. The British Rolls-Royce Tur-1B. This engine provided around 1,590 kilograms of thrust, pushing the lightweight airframe to speeds exceeding 900 kilometers per hour. That made it one of the faster straight-wing jets of its time. The Yak-23 could climb rapidly and perform tight turns at lower speeds, giving it an edge and agility over many of its contemporaries. Though it lacked the swept wings that would define later jet fighters, the Yak-23's acceleration and handling made it a formidable aircraft in the early 1950s. Its operational ceiling reached around 13,500 meters, and its range was about 1,250 kilometers. Suitable for short missions and air defense roles. Pilots who flew the Yak-23 often described it as responsive, stable, and reliable. It didn't demand the same level of skill as some of the more advanced jets that followed. This made it ideal as a transitional aircraft for pilots moving from propeller-driven fighters to jets. In terms of armament, the Yak-23 carried two 23mm on S-23 cannons mounted in the nose, capable of delivering heavy firepower in short bursts. It wasn't heavily armed by modern standards, but it was effective in its role as a lightweight interceptor. In its time, the Yak-23 was exported to several allied nations, where it helped build the foundation for their early jet aviation programs. Inside the cockpit, the Yak-23 offers a simple but functional layout. The interior is dominated by analog instruments, speed indicators, altimeters, engine gauges, and a basic gun sight. The flight stick and throttle lever are positioned for easy reach, and visibility from the canopy is surprisingly good for an aircraft of that generation. The pilot's seat is reinforced and fitted with a manual ejection system, surrounded by metal panels marked with Cyrillic labels. There's no luxury here, just a pure military environment built for efficiency and focus. The Yak-23's cockpit reminds us of how pilots once managed complex flight tasks with limited automation, relying more on instinct, training, and feel. In modern aviation circles, the Yak-23 stands as a bridge between eras. It's a machine that connects the raw experimentation of early jet design with the refined engineering that came later. While it was quickly replaced by more advanced fighters like the MiG-15, the Yak-23 still holds a proud place in aviation history. Its role as a stepping stone toward more powerful Soviet jets cannot be overlooked. Even in 2026, this aircraft continues to draw admiration from aviation enthusiasts, historians, and restorers who appreciate the artistry and simplicity of its design. Thank you for watching my channel, where we keep aviation history alive and bring you in-depth looks at the most iconic aircraft ever built. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with more reviews, stories, and insights from the world of military aviation.